welcome to PureGrainAudio, guys. My name is Chee Kam, and right now I'm here to interview Matt from Trivium. So, how's the tour going?
It's going really well. It's only the second week of time, probably on the 7th show or so. We just played the only headlining show in North America for the whole year last night in Allentown. It was a day off. It was an amazing show. We played stuff from all of our records, stuff we haven't ever played in North America. We played last night. Probably won't play it again for the rest of the year. But this tour's been amazing. We've been playing in front of, I'll ask the crowd every night who's seen us and who hasn't, and it's been 75 to 90% of the crowd first time ever seeing us.
Wow.
Like, a lot of our fans haven't been able to make it out because, you know, justifiably so, it's a pricier ticket, so a lot of our fans can't make it out. And fortunately for us, though, it's a whole new crowd that we're playing in front of, and we're seeing that all the way up to 95% of the crowd, typically every night, has been completely into it by the end of the set. So that's a really good thing for a band like us who's been established, but it's nice to be playing in front of people who have no idea what we are. It's a really good thing.
Do you guys find that you have to play different stuff when you play, because you just got off the Rockstar Mayhem tour, then you went to the Dream Theater tour, do you find you have to change up your song list?
We were contemplating playing our proggier, longer songs that are more technical, but we're like, you know what, let's just play exactly what we want to play. So we were thinking about it for a second, but we decided to just play whatever came out. So we were playing just whatever set we normally play.
Are you playing a lot of the new songs?
It's pretty balanced. We're playing everything off our playing second, third, fourth, and fifth records. So we're playing a little bit of everything.
Oh, that's awesome. So anyways, you guys just released your new album, In Waves, on Roadrunner Records. How's the reception been so far? It's
been the biggest reception we've ever had for any of our records worldwide, for sure. It charted in maybe 15 to 20 different countries, in the top 10 or so.
Oh, wow.
I think a top 10 in Canada. Top 15 in the U.S., like number 6 in Japan, number 4 in Germany. So it's going really well. We're very happy, but there's still a lot more work to do.
All right, awesome. So I love the cover art that you have. Who did that? Because it doesn't look like something Paul Romano did.
Yeah, the big thing with this record is we want to do everything the opposite of what we see our genre typically sticking to, and making our own version of what we feel like we can look and sound like. So we had 5 visual artists on this record. We had one guy who did a lot of the graphic design on the cover, Danny Jones. John Paul Douglas did the photography and the documentary. Wes Sumner worked on the documentary. Ramon Boutvisset worked on the music videos, and Megan Kesey worked on the clothing. So we just got like the rough cut of Built to Fall, the next video that's about to shoot, or that we just shot, and it starts at the end of the In Waves video. So we're hoping to make this thing like a big long saga of videos that all tie together.
Is there like a concept behind it?
The big thing with this record, with everything visual, everything song titles, lyrically, album cover, everything, it's all up for the interpretation of the listener and the viewer. Like, there is no right or wrong answer, so it's whatever you feel it is, it is. Visual artists nowadays, it doesn't matter the medium. There aren't specific rules to what it has to look like, to what it has to be made out of, but these guys are just making exactly what they feel, and that's a big thing for us as well. And that's why we didn't want to do things like a typical metal band. We didn't want art that looks like it's just a metal band. We didn't want videos that are done like rock and metal, where it's a band performing in a black room or in a strip club or during like an X Games thing. We wanted to have something completely different. And that's why our music videos have no performance, our live DVD has no crowd, and our documentary has no color. So we want to do things differently.
Oh, wow. So you were talking before that you have a food blog, right? Can you tell the fans all about that?
Yeah, it's MatthewKeachyHafy.tumblr.com, TUMBLR. Basically, food is my favorite things in life are family and friends, and then food, and then music. You know, you need food to live. And when it comes down to food, reading Anthony Bourdain's books was what made me want to take it very seriously. And it was kind of like that moment when I first got into Metallica that made me want to get into a band. When I started reading Bourdain's books and his whole life revolving around food, I realized that for most cases, serious chefs and musicians have very similar lifestyles, the way they have to build up and the way they have to live and the way that they celebrate life and all this stuff. And there are a lot of parallels between the two. And it made me want to take what I've always been into food because my mom's Japanese and I've always ate really well. And
you guys have great food.
Yeah. So I really feel that having an open-mindedness to all sorts of cuisine, all sorts of food in life, will allow a person to have an open mind for everything else in life. People that you see that are the cliche band that goes around, they're like, oh, there's nothing good around here, I'm just going to eat McDonald's or Pizza Hut, are typically the people that only listen to one specific genre of music. But I find that when you have an open-mindedness to try everything that any culture can give you, you'll be more open-minded to trying all sorts of different kinds of music or different kinds of art. So I think that's not something that you can just snap into one day, but it's something that's inherited as you go on, but something that you definitely can be awakened to. So I wanted to take food more seriously, so I started cooking. Since I'm able to travel around the world and try these amazing places, I decided to start sharing about that.
So how do you guys go about writing your tune?
It's always a little different. There's no set formula. It's somebody will typically come in with a riff for an entire song. The rest of the band will do their parts on top of it, and we'll go from there. But there's no real set thing. Lyrics do always come after the music, and concept. I mean, I'm already kind of brainstorming the concept for the next record, so concept can be at any time.
Oh wow! I know you've been asked this probably a million times. But how's working with the new drummer Nick?
It's amazing. You know, like you said, you've seen us years ago with on the Bodum Tour in 05, and you saw us at Heavy MTL. We're a different band now, and that's a big thing due to the chemistry of our band being something different, something new. We're the most rehearsed we've ever been. Last night we just played a 2-hour set, and a lot of the songs, I'd say maybe 5 of the songs we played last night, we didn't even rehearse. Like, we didn't rehearse once at soundcheck. We didn't rehearse them in a month and a half. And a lot of the other songs we only rehearsed once in the last month and a half, and they're pretty flawless. So
That's awesome.
we're doing good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has he ever changed up any of the songs?
Yeah.
Like having him drum.
Yeah, he's every night's a little different. Yeah.
So it's always a new experience for you guys on stage.
We don't know what we're walking into some of the nights, but it's always great.
Wow, that's awesome. So what's your plans after this tour?
After this tour, I've got I think 5 to 8 days home. Go over to Europe, and it's In Flames, Trivium, Ghost, Rise to Remain, Incense. Then I'd go over to the UK, and then it's Trivium, In Flames, Ghost, Rise to Remain, Incense. The year finishes up, and I believe the first quarter of next year is all North American tours. At first, a co-headlining tour with an amazing band who we've already toured with, who's one of our favorite bands, and then going off to support a band that a lot of our fans are going to be pretty shocked to see that we're supporting, but it's something that we really want to do. It's the opposite end of the spectrum of the Dream Theater thing.
So I guess you can't really mention those
Not
names
yet. As soon as I can, but people got to come out.
There's a Toronto date.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be, but people got to come out to both. So
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.